A very sad story out of New Jersey. An 11-year-old girl died after falling out of a giant Ferris wheel. It happened last night at Mariners Landing in Wildwood, New Jersey. The girl was in a gondola approximately halfway toward the top of the ride, about 80 feet in the air when she fell. She was airlifted to an area hospital where she was pronounced dead. It earned a place in history after making an emergency landing on the Hudson River 2.5 years ago. Duarte Geraldino reports on how U.S. Airways Flight 1549 is finally completing its original journey to North Carolina.
New Jersey drivers are sharing the road. For CBS News, New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Now, most of the passengers that were on board that plane when it landed on the Hudson have not seen that plane since they were rescued. Would be cool to see that in person. Well, one of the most popular sports in California is going to the dogs. Still ahead tonight, they're not hanging 10, they're hanging 20. It's the canine surfing safari. The car belonging to a missing Indio man has been found in Arizona, but still no sign of 79-year-old Charles Tribble. Tribble was last seen last night leaving his home in Indio, and police are now asking for help in finding him. He's 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs about 180 pounds, last seen wearing a white tank top and khaki pants. He suffers from dementia and also takes medication for heart disease, which he left at his home. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you're asked to contact police. One man is seriously injured after a tractor crash in Bermuda Dunes. It happened just after 11 o'clock this morning in the 78,200 block of Darby Road. The small tractor overturned. 14 firefighters responded, and it took about 20 minutes to free the trapped person. The victim was taken by ambulance to a nearby hospital and is now in critical condition. A bicyclist is in the hospital tonight. Police say he crashed his bike into a moving car. It happened in Cathedral City around 1 o'clock this afternoon near Date Palm Drive and Victoria. Police say the car had the right-of-way at the time, and the bicyclist crossed the street against a red light. They also say the bicyclist may have been under the influence at the time. He's being treated at Desert Regional Medical Center. The driver in the car was not hurt. 8 people from the East Valley are in jail tonight on charges of driving under the influence. They had existing warrants out for their arrest, and they were arrested during a sweep yesterday afternoon. It was handled by deputies from the Sheriff's Department, and they say the sweep is ongoing with more arrests expected in the coming days. Firefighters working a brush fire in Corona hope to have the fire fully contained sometime tomorrow. The fire is about 70 miles west of Palm Springs. It broke out Thursday. Right now, the fire is about 80% contained, and thankfully, no homes are threatened. The fire has scorched about 160 acres so far. About 100 firefighters and water-dropping planes and helicopters are on the scene. No word on how this fire started. Another fire to report, this one to the east in Green Valley, Arizona. About 20,000 acres have burned so far. The Murphy fire is about 15% contained right now. Strong winds are making it extremely difficult for the firefighters, and they hope to have it put out by sometime next week. No evacuations or injuries have been reported. Now, another fire also in Arizona near the small town of Alpine has grown to nearly 220 square miles, making it the third largest wildfire in Arizona state history.
Coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Jen. Well, do you think you have what it takes to be a Marine? Dozens of Valley residents were put to the test today at the second annual Marine Corps Challenge at Desert CrossFit in Palm Desert. It's an event all about spreading awareness about staying fit and encouraging young people who are interested in becoming Marines. These men and women got a glimpse of how the Marines really train, and the event not only drew future Marines, but also those who have served in the past. For the struggling Dodgers, one of their best players, Rafael Furcal, could be out of the lineup once again for up to 2 months after straining his left oblique. Last night, he injured himself in the game while making a throw to third base. Let's see what the Dodgers did today. Manager Don Mattingly and the boys in blue at Cincinnati. Top of the third, Aaron Miles gives the Dodgers the lead with the RBI sac fly to right field. 1-0 at that point. And how about some great pitching today? Clayton Kershaw striking out Scott Rowland swinging, and then Kershaw strikes out Jay Bruce looking. And then for the third in a row, Kershaw strikes out the side, getting Johnny Gomez swinging. That all in the 5th inning. The great news here today, he got some offensive help. The Dodgers win. 11-8 is your final. Way to go, Dodgers. Heading into today's women's final at the French Open, Li Na had the chance to become the first tennis player from China to win a Grand Slam tournament. To Roland Garros we go. First, Li wins the point with a strong backhand smash here. Nice shot there. Then Li wins point on the perfectly placed forehand, then pumps the fist with a smile. But then Schiavone, her opponent, hits the strong forehand that Li can't return here. But then at match point, Li lets the backhand shot sail past her. She immediately falls to the red clay. She holds her trophy as the first Chinese Grand Slam champion. The final on this one, 6-4, 7-6. Congratulations to Li Na. Good for her. Well, how's this for a homework assignment? Homework, dropping watermelons from a tall building. Coming up next, the mess these students made, all in the name of science. Watch out below. You're watching KPSP Local 2. Look out below, the falling watermelons splattering on the ground. They do it every year at UCSD, University of California, San Diego, the annual giant watermelon drop. Apparently they have royalty. Now, what they're trying to do is to see how far the splatter travels when it hits the ground. The biggest this year, 60 feet 2 inches. That's about the distance from the pitcher's mound to home plate.
Yeah.
The record is about 164 feet 4 inches, so they didn't even come close. It all started back in 1964. A physics professor asked the students to find the terminal velocity of a watermelon. Now, in case you're wondering, terminal velocity is the constant speed of a falling object once gravity and drag cancel each other out. Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
Did you get this? It's going to be a great night. Also, a very nice song, but
not,
tomorrow...
not enough to close roads,
no,
hopefully.
not looking like that. But tomorrow, sunshine, a little cloud. Beautiful week ahead.
That sounds terrific. Thank you, Jen, and thank you for choosing us. Have a terrific night. We'll see you back here at 11 o'clock.